So, hi, I'm Melissa Decano, Chapter 7. The topic is the Spanish colonial system. Spain was the first European country to rise as a great colonizing power in modern times as the zenith of her glory and grandeur during the 16th century, her siglo de oro. She had far-flung colonies in Africa, the first global colonial empire in history, so that the King Philip II was the first monarch to justly boast that the sun never set on his realm. So, ang Spain daw ang kauna-unahang European country na pinaka-powerful when it comes to pananakop. So, kaya to si King Philip II ay nagibang na hindi kahit kailan hindi lulubog ang araw sa kanyang monarkiya o hindi siya babagsak. So, Lías de Indias. To rule such extensive possessions, Spain compiled the first code of colonial laws, which modern authorities on colonialism acclaim as one of the most humane and one of the most comprehensive codes published for any colonial. Aims of Spanish colonialism. Spain's aim in colonizing overseas lands, including the Philippines, may be connoted by 3 Cs: gold, gold, and glory. God. God. The first chief aim for her colonization was the propagation of Catholic Christianity, which is attested by the testament of Queen Isabel the Catholic and the Christian spirit of the Lías de Indias. This is the reason why every expedition of discovery, exploration, and conquest was accompanied by the Christian missionaries, most successful among the propagation. So, God. So, ang pinaka number one aims or goal ng Spanish colonialism is to spread the Christianity, Catholic Christianity. Kaya sa kada expedition nila ng discovery ay lagi silang mayroong kasamang Christian missionaries kasi sila yung nagpapahayag o yung nagbibigay kaalaman sa Catholic Christianity. Number 2, gold. The second aim of Spanish colonization was the desire for gold for economic wealth. This aim sprang from the struggle among European powers to monopolize the spice trade of the Orient and to acquire riches. So, gold. Alam naman natin na mayaman tayo sa mineral. So, ang second aims ng Spanish is gold kasi dati sa kung gaano karami ang gold mo, ganun ka rin ka-powerful or maharlika ka. Doon kasi nasusukat ang wealth mo. So, number 3, glory. The third aim of colonization arose out of Spain's ambition to greatest empire in the world. By acquiring so many colonies, including the Philippines, Spain realized her imperialist ambition. So, glory. Gusto nila yung kapangyarihan or power. Kasi, syempre, sila yung kauna-unahang European country na naging successful. So, parang halos lahat. Madami silang na-colonize na bansa, hindi lang Philippines. So, dahil sa pananakop nila, ang aims din nila is kapangyarihan. Kasi gusto nila na sakupin lahat. So, powerful ka. Spain retains the Philippines. Spain retains the Philippines despite economic loss. As a colony, the Philippines was the financial burden to Spanish treasury. For this reason, the advisor of King Philip II recommended the abandonment of the Philippines. The king spurned their advice. He told them that the chief objective of Spanish colonization was the propagation of Christianity. So, nanatili pa rin ang Spain sa Philippines despite sa economic loss kasi burden na, or parang ang tawag doon, burden na sila sa Spanish treasury kasi nalulugi na sila. Gawa ng hindi nga ganun ka ang economy natin dati. So, itong si King Philip is nag-against kasi yung mga advisor nila is nag-recommend na naiwan ang Pilipinas. So, si King is nag-against because ang pinaka aim ng colonialism nila is Christianity, diba? Yung Catholic Christianity. That time, madami na silang na-convert into Catholic Christianity. The Philippines as Crown Colony. The Philippines as a Crown Colony, was a Crown Colony in the sense that she belonged to the Spanish King. From the beginning of Spanish rule to 1821, she was dependency of Mexico, being administered directly by the Mexican Viceroy in the name of the Spanish King. After Mexico's separation from Spain in 1821, the Philippines came to be directly ruled from Madrid, and this arrangement lasted until 1898. So, ang Philippines daw as a crown colony, kasi na belong siya kay Spanish King, kay King Philip. So, 'di ba, ang Spain is the powerful nung golden era nila, golden century, kaka-colonize nila. So, ang napapabilang ang Philippines sa crown colony kasi sinakop sila ng Spanish. The Council of the Indies. The Council of the Indies, to help the king rule the colonies. The Council of the Indies was created by the King Charles I, concurrently Emperor Charles V of Germany. In his royal decree of August 1, 1524, this council was a powerful body, for it handled all matters pertaining to the colonies of the Spanish Empire. So, Council of the Indies, so mga councilor ng Indies. Parang councilor sila na ni King Philip II, na create ni King Charles. So, itong council is madaming silang, basta it regards to the Lias Indies the laws of the Indies. The numerous laws governing the colonies of Spain were compiled and published into a convenient colonial code entitled Recopilación de Leyes de las Indias, popularly known as simply Laws of the Indies. So, yung kanina, the Laws of the Indies or Leyes de Indias. The Governor General. Ito yung Governor General sa Philippines. Ito yung mga tungkulin niya or position niya. The chief executive of the Philippines during Spanish time was the governor and the captain general. This was his official title. Commonly called Governor General. As a chief executive, he enforced the king's royal decree and other laws from Spain. He was the commander-in-chief bulik kita niya.